a Hell Boxing Kings.
This is Hell Boxing Kings, live from Budapest, from Pap László Sports Arena. The host of the evening is Zoltán Szújó. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the venue, and welcome to all of you before the television screens of RTL. Welcome to everybody joining us right now. The gala's already halfway through. This is one of the most significant boxing events of Europe, Hell Boxing Kings. And on top of that, this is taking place at one of the most famous arenas of Hungary, bearing the name of László Papp, three-time Olympic champion from 48, 52 and 56, London, Melbourne and Helsinki. So now a new chapter is opened up in the books of Hungarian boxing. This is going to be historic. Hell Boxing King is much more than just sports, merely sports. During the upcoming hours, you will be in for a Las Vegas-like experience thanks to the CEO of Hell Boxing Kings, who together with his team prepared a fantastic evening and manages it because obviously the fights have been going on from 1740. Some really tense, professionally very exciting bouts in this particular ring. Obviously, during the Christmas season, we thought that we may wave goodbye to the year with a fantastic box gala. So, the stream has been on from 1740. We've had 4 bouts, and very shortly we're going to give you a summary. To those people who missed out on those, you can be very sorry for that because those were some excellent fights, but our colleagues are very much prepared for everything, and our 3 commentators will summarize to you very shortly what's behind the backs. And there's Bertolt Robert, the professional director of Hell Boxing Kings, the president of the Association of Hungarian Boxers, Olympic champion and world champion István Kovács, and Mihály Kortai, former world champion. Hello guys. Excellent job from the commentator's position. Please give us a rundown of what has happened so far. 4 matches are behind us, as has been mentioned by Zoli Szújó. 3 in the lightweight division, 1 in cruiserweight, and right at the beginning, a former winner, Aliyev, kicked off the evening. He was really well prepared with some nice results behind his back, and his opponent didn't have a lot of chance. It went the distance because Dashkovic managed to take the shots really well, but Aliyev's victory was definitely not jeopardized. And then there was a rematch. Lazar Dimitrov, a Bulgarian guy, matched up with Tomáš Kility, whom he had defeated once again. Unfortunately, managed to do that once again, despite the fact that we had the feeling that from the middle of the match, Kility had some really nice moves. We weren't really sure that Kility's hands were going to be lifted in the air. And Dimitrov started out really quick, and he sealed the match right at the beginning. And then the battle between David and Goliath, because in cruiserweight, Zoli Chiki matched up with Andrei Chemet. The question was whether we would have a great fight, but it proved to be outstanding. Zoli Chiki once slipped, as he said, and went down, but we need to add that he's got some big results from his amateur career, and what you see is one of the biggest hopefuls of Hungarian boxing, Krzysztof Kovács, who's already displayed at the World Championships in Liverpool that he's somebody to be reckoned with, and with his body shots and head shots. Over 1.5 rounds, he ground up the defenses of the Czech guy, and up his hands went in the air. So it was death to the liver, we could say. It was a killer blow, and we are in for some really good matches.
Köszönjük szépen az összefoglalót, sziporkázó kommentátoraink vannak ma este, és ez a folytatásban is garantált lesz. 5 mérkőzés tehát vár ránk itt a folytatásban, illetve azoknak, akik most csatlakoznak hozzánk a mai este folyamán. Már is mondom, hogy kikilépnek a ringbe, a szorítóba hamarosan. Jön az MMA bajnok Boráros Gábor, aki ezúttal Kurli Tivadar tanítványával, a K1 világbajnokságban Konc Attilával mérkőzik meg.
Already conquered the world of K1, and it is for the second time that Benji Balázs Bacskay can prove his worth here. He will have a title match here in the ring, and after that we'll have the host and the showman. The first professional fight of Bence Isner, so this is not the Celebrity League, this is a professional fight. For Bence, and it is actually breathtaking even to say it, and I would not have thought that I would introduce here in the ring the young man who at the age of 51 will want to show himself once more to professional fighting. Olympic bronze medalist, former world and European champion Zsolt Madár Erdei will also be here.
A Pap László Budapest Sportaréna közönsége együtt fogja énekelni a Republik elhíresült számát.
The audience of László Pap Sports Arena will sing together with Madár as to his walk-on music. Generations grew up by listening several times to his walk-on music. And his opponent, a lot younger, a lot taller, a former MMA champion, a very nice chap, Attila Vég, whose childhood dream was to fight once his childhood hero, his role model, Zsolt Erdei. And at a halftime, we'll have a halftime show by none other but former uncontested world champion Roy Jones Jr.
Ezt kizárólag az RTL Plus Premium felületén láthatják, sőt ma este.
And also tonight we will also have an extra production by 2025 X Factor talent show winner Belano. If everyone's ready, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and let's get the show started. And here we come with the one and only celebrity fight of the night. Two celebrities from two completely different fields. One is a rapper, GI, with huge stage routine, and an icon of national fragrance industry, the businessman Szabolcs, Superz, Szerencsés. Let's get to know the ones who will enter the ring. Adrenaline is not unknown to GI. It is not only his hits, not only due to his hits and his stage routine, but he also loves the world of cars and motorcycles. And in terms of promises, he does not lag behind. He promises an entertaining fight, and his message to opponent is that he will not be an easy opponent to defend. To defeat. GI. Boxing changed my life a lot. I have system in terms of nutrition. I lost 10 kilos within a short period of time because I need to have the necessary weight at the weigh-in. And everyday training sessions also provided a backbone to my day, provided a system. And I already had shows before hundreds and thousands of people, so I do not feel the limelight as Szabolcs will probably have, because this is home turf to me. I hope Szabi will be easy to defeat. Everybody says that the opponent should be super hard, but actually I would enjoy if he was easy to beat. So hopefully my first combination will floor him. So this is GI, but let's see tonight's opponent. His Szerencsés Superz Szabolcs. With his perfumes and fragrances, he already conquered Milan, Las Vegas, and also Dubai in terms of cosmetics fairs. But now he wants to prove his worth and create something lasting in the ring. He got to know boxing about half a year ago, but it became a new passion, and here we can see his last moments in terms of warm-up in the locker room. He does not beat about the bush. He says he's only interested in victory. Giving up is a no-no, a no-go to him.
Először kontaktba a boxra szerintem egészen kisfiúként.
I believe it was as a small child that I got to know boxing when I was watching Coco's and Modar's bouts. That inspired me a lot. But boxing actively avoided me all the time.
Rendkívül izgatott vagyok.
I'm extremely excited. I don't even remember when I was so excited. I think a man needs such challenge and extremely motivating.
GIAJ, hogyha azt akarod, hogy újra kiadjuk a
GIAJ,
parfümödet, akkor te dobod magad nagyon.
If you want your perfume to hit hard on the market, you need to work hard in the ring too. Ladies and gentlemen, the audience, everybody in front of the screen and on the spot, let's get going. So let's have the first fights of the 5 remaining ones. And first, the young man without whom Hell Boxing Kings is inconceivable, and this is none other but the ring speaker, Péter Linka.
Hölgyeim és uraim, jó estét kívánok! Szeretettel üdvözlöm Önöket a Hell Boxing Kings Budapesti gáláján. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Hell Boxing Kings, coming to you live from the sold-out Pap László Sports Arena here in the beautiful city of Budapest, Hungary. Hölgyeim és uraim, a kék sarokba érkezik a harcos rapper, aki nem csak a zene, de a mérkőzés tempóját is diktálni szeretné. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the blue corner, a rapper who, apart from the music, also wants to dictate the pace of this bout. He goes by the name of GIAJ!
Shake me, they too fake. They fake this with Satan. They mistake me when filthy. So now they wanna get middle passage, I made it. I'm from the land of David, the Nazarene of Bethlehem. They had me wrapped in blankets. That bunch of backward gangsters. That silent Alpha Davis. Snitches who smiling faces. Got you running while I hit this. Hoping my chopper see was trying to be a good daddy. I was there when she was born and she'll be there when I'm buried. Kinda weird and it's scary. All my years have prepared me. What I fear is my temper. I see straight to the center. Right through a man's soul. Straight to his eyes. Straight to his
A piros sarokba érkezik az ellenfele, a maximalizmus bajnoka, a magyar parfümipar úttörője. And his opponent, making his way to the red corner, the champion of maximalism, a pioneer of the Hungarian perfume industry, szerencsés Superz Szabolcs! Hölgyeim és uraim, ez a Hell Boxing Kings celebbox mérkőzése félnehéz súly kategóriában. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Hell Boxing Kings celebrity boxing bout in the light heavyweight division. Első versenyzőnk a kék sarokban, a 39 éves, 183 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 76,3 kg súlyú magyar versenyző. Fighting out of the blue corner, at 39 years of age, he stands 183 centimeters tall and weighed in at 76.3 kilograms. Fighting out of Budapest, Hungary, he is GIAJ! És az ellenfele a piros sarokban a 33 éves, 188 cm magas, a mérlegelésen 77,5 kg súlyú magyar versenyző. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, at 33 years of age, he stands 188 centimeters tall and weighed in at 77.5 kilograms. Fighting out of Budapest, Hungary, he is Szerencsés Superz Szabolcs! És a mérkőzés vezetőbírója, and your referee in charge at the bell, and before, Sasvári Tamás.
Van indulat azért a két versenyző között, legalábbis Szabolcs, ahogy ide.
There is some tension between the competitors, especially on Szabolcs's side. So at yesterday's weigh-in there was some provocation going on already. It was actually some friendly taps.
Előéletből nem tudunk.
But we do not know about their past because they are all beginners. But it's great that from the world of music and business we have all the more people who do not only train but also fight. Superz actually attends training sessions for a longer time, so he's considered to be the favorite. But GI is massive. Are they angry with each other? I don't think so, but they do not seem to get on well with each other. Oh my. But we also know that whenever someone is in the ring for the first time, their level of lactic acid might rise too much, and not each and every movement is planned, especially in terms of defense. GI goes into a double cover.
Egészen jó védtek körülbelül ezt a egyenest.
It's a nice way to defend his jab.
Megint megfordította az alapállását.
Again, he changed his stance.
10 év után meri megtenni az ember.
Usually a professional does this about after 10 years. And after careful consideration, Superz already started tiring. As it's a celebrity match, it's 3 times 2 minutes. Look, Superz acid level is already in the sky. Nice work on the body. GI didn't get there, but he'll get his moments.
Itt egy jobbos leverezhetett volna GI, az...
GI might have thrown a right-hander. Now he's busy defending.
Igen, a hosszabb kezével távolról is tud dolgozni.
Szabolcs has a longer arm and can work from the distance.
Kimegy az a jobb. Itt egyelőre még a mondatok haval kezdődnek, de...
If this right-hander gets going, yeah, but our sentences start with an if.
Nézd meg, ezek a testütések kifejezetten...
These body shots. Szabolcs connected several times better, and he's celebrating himself, especially as the audience is not celebrating him. GI didn't do anything actually.
2 percet csak a szemrevételezésre.
So by visual examination, well, there was some action, some combination going on. Really? Yes, there was some work on the body. Why didn't you tell me? After Cruzito, it's hard to say anything. Well, these were different body shots, but you'll see. Round 2 will be completely different. You see. Someone landed a punch there. And there again. Can you see that? Szerencsés won the first round, absolutely. In terms of body shots, there were 4 to 5. More is needed from GI by all means. And the Berki family actually sends their fighters forward. Let's see what they cooked up. Feri Berki in the corner, in GI's corner. Maybe more movement. Look, both on the top and at the bottom and downstairs. You need to try these punches because otherwise Szabó will just dance around you. How does he know which is his lead hand? Because it keeps changing depending on the situation.
Igen, szóval nagyon sok mozgással nem nagyon tud
with a lot of if he meets a lot of movement, GI can't do anything at all because by the time he finds him, closing down angle, well connected, and a nice right-hander by GI here.
Azért mély levegőket vesz már Szabolcs így.
Szabolcs needs to take
3 percet tart a mérkőzés.
a deep breath.
Igen.
Yeah, but he's a lot more active too and connected.
Szép volt ez a jobbos.
Nice right-hander again.
És előre tört. Igen.
Most nem szabadna.
Igen, most látni kell azt, hogy elfárad az ellenfél.
And here he should perceive that his opponent is tired. GI still has 40 seconds to go.
Ezt valahogy egy kicsit még tovább.
A glimpse of hope.
Szorosabb most ez a menet, mint az előző volt.
Yeah, there's a more even round. Szerencsés seems to be a lot more tired this time.
Magába GI szerencsére.
Luckily, might GI think. GI doesn't want to
És ugye itt most csak
impose a very fast rhythm.
Ki kell adni.
A nice right-hander to connect. Yes, this is a tighter round, but Szerencsés might still have the upper hand. But obviously, dominance is not that clear cut.
Ez majdnem Sasi kapta.
This one almost went to the referee.
Látványos lett volna egy végén.
It would have been spectacular if the referee collapsed that round too, but who would do the counter? Yeah, almost smacked the referee. You can't scare off the ref with that one.
76,30-al mért, és Superz pedig 77,5-tel, tehát valamennyivel több volt.
Superz weighed in at 77.5 and GI at 76.3, so slightly heavier, but doesn't look to be heavier. Here there is some dominance in terms of height and better footwork, which cannot be really followed by GI. By the end of the round, GI came forward and connected effectively, but more is needed in the third round. Didn't this go to the back of the net? Each and every round is judged separately. Final round.
Talált is, GI egyből egy jobb kézzel.
GI connected with the right hand, but now he was hit also.
Azt a minőt.
GI both come out swinging.
Úgy érezték ők is, hogy kevés lett az első két menet.
They thought the first two rounds were not enough. That was Superz lands and throws more punches.
Talán talált is most egy
rálépett a lábára.
Stepped on his foot there.
Mi volt?
What was that? Superz might have thought.
Fedezék mögé.
This went behind the cover.
Most besavasodtak egy picit.
Now they're both out of breath.
Most hajrával kezdték meg az utolsó menetet.
Here comes the grand finale.
Hát, most egy picit elé tudna lépni GI.
If GI could come a bit forward, Szabolcs doesn't want to get into the fight. Yeah, he should not turn his back.
Rövid volt GI-tól.
Jól lépett el, és most szépen talál jobb kézzel.
Nice weave by Superz.
Kifordult most.
Again, he turned his back one more time.
De még 45 másodperc.
Still 45 seconds.
Az elején olyan jól dolgozott testre Szerencsés.
Szerencsés worked well his opponent's body at the beginning.
És kapott egy egyenesszerű ütést.
Now he got a jab-like punch.
Kiugrott a válla.
He dislocated his shoulder.
De a orvos.
A doctor is needed here, quick. We've seen something like this at Starbucks, not a nice view. A dislocated shoulder must hurt like hell.
Nincs ember a csarnokban, aki most azt mondja, hogy cserélne GI-jal.
Nobody in the hall would like to
azonnal orvosi
change places with GI. Yeah, medical attention is needed. Yes, the bout is over.
Sérülés lett a vége a mérkőzésnek.
A nasty injury ended it all in round 3.
És hát természetesen nem
Szabolcs, mint hogyha megnyerte volna a
And Szabolcs feels like having won the Olympic qualifier. That's what it matters to him. If it wasn't for this injury, in the remaining 40 seconds, the bout would probably not have changed and he would have won anyway. But still, we feel sorry for GI as he couldn't go the distance. And without wanting to, he had to give up the bout. Yeah. The ambulance will have plenty to do tonight. Hopefully it's the one and only time tonight. Yeah, it's when tendons, muscles are not trained accordingly. We have seen this with elite athletes too. I would like to mention Dénes Kocsis, who dislocated his shoulder several times during a Starbox bout, and we thought that boxing was not for him, but then there he showed what a man he is, and I believe GI would have liked to continue too, but here the referee indicated to the main judge that this should not go on. It was the right decision. It was the only acceptable decision, the only reasonable decision. And it is always the main referee who takes the decision. The doctor always only makes recommendations, and I believe he would have been unable to continue. Luckily, I didn't have anything like this, but if someone dislocates his shoulder, well, it's very painful. It's terrible. Maybe the coach would have sent him back. This might happen. Feri Berki is not known for being so gentle and caring with the kids. He trains Iron. Poor man. I feel sorry for him because surely he will not have a pleasant night. I believe the ring announcement is up next. Mishi, please tell them you're closer, that we can have it.
Nem kell őt természetesen a sérült versenyzőt megvárni ilyenkor.
Of course, no need to wait for the injured contestant this time.
Mivel az egyik versenyző sérülés miatt nem tudja folytatni a mérkőzést, Sasvári Tamás vezetőbíró beszüntette a találkozót. Ladies and gentlemen, with one fighter unable to continue due to injury, referee Sasvári Tamás called a stop to this contest. Így technikai KO-val győzött, declaring your winner by TKO, szerencsés Superz Szabolcs!
Lehet, hogy erre az eseményre kiad majd egy pár filmet erre a győzelmi élményére Szabolcs és Superz. Ki tudja.
Ladies and gentlemen, one big applause for GI, who unfortunately suffered an injury, and we wish him a speedy recovery. It seems that it's not that severe, but obviously it can be really painful when you dislocate a shoulder. Szabolcs, congratulations about the match. Obviously this is not the way you would have wanted to finish it. Let's just talk about the match first. How did you feel in the ring? How did you feel in the limelight? Well, I felt fantastic, but first of all, a huge applause to GI. He put in a lot of work. He lost 10 kilograms. He was a really tough opponent. He kept coming. He really wanted it. He wanted to achieve a KO. So I think he deserves a great applause. He's a real hero. You seem to be really passionate about, but fist fighting, yes, it's a dream come true. So thank you very much for rooting me on. Thank you very much to the staff. So it was a really good experience. So Congratulations to you, Superz. Szerencsés Szabolcs won the match, and now Gábor Boráros and Attila Konc is going to be matching up with each other. And then Balázs Bacskai will have his title match, after which Bence Istenes, the host, is going to have his first professional match, and then, after 11 years, we may experience something which is going to prove breathtaking, because the former professional and amateur world champion